News 8 Sports.
After a quick break from the madness, it returns in full force tonight with Sweet 16 games. 4 tonight, 4 more tomorrow. And those are the ones we're going to focus on because Michigan and Michigan State both play in Atlanta tomorrow night. Let's take you live to State Farm Arena. Alec Giannakopoulos is on the road with the Spartans and the Wolverines. And Alec, I understand Tom Izzo is not interested in talking about the portal anymore.
Tom Izzo doesn't want to talk about the NIL, doesn't really want to talk about the current status of college basketball or the portal. He said he got that rant out of his way earlier in the week. He did, though, say to the media who were asking for his take on the current status of college basketball, call him after the season. He may have more to say. He did have plenty to say, though, about freshman phenom Jace Richardson. Richardson came out of nowhere, seemingly, for some Spartan fans, and really impressed throughout this season. He seems to step up in these bigger and bigger games and is currently garnering a little bit of NBA draft buzz. He is a guy that Izzo is going to rely on come the Sweet 16 and potentially beyond. And he says when the Spartans were last here, earlier in the season, when they played Kansas, he noticed how Jace handled the bright lights and said it was something he hasn't seen that often with a freshman.
After the Kansas game here, that was only the second game of the season. It wasn't like we lost. But I did not, I started realizing then, this kid, he's not cocky. He's just confident in what he can do. I've been amazed. I haven't had many kids like him in that respect, to be honest with you.
For Michigan, there's another new arrival that's really impressed, and that is Vlad Golden. Golden has been a piece on this team that Michigan has certainly relied on, and it seems like whatever he does, he's doing it for the betterment of the team. Golden, a guy who can get it done on the inside, a guy who attacks the glass for rebounds, and what Dusty May most noticed about his newer player, this guy will be physical. He is not afraid to put his body on a line for his team.
He puts his body through torture every day of the year, and there's still a different level in the last 5 minutes. He finds contact. He wants to help his teammates, so the screening, the ducking in, all the stuff that comes with playing with physicality, helping your teammates is important to him. Vlad, for 35 minutes, and Vlad for the last 5 are, he almost turns into a superhero the last 5 minutes with the things he does as far as offensive rebounding, running the floor, putting us in position to win, and that's a sign of a competitor. When the stakes are heightened, he elevates his play.
Now, it's not lost on this team that both Michigan and Michigan State are in the same regional, and they could play for an Elite Eight. They played it very cool today, saying their focus is on both Auburn and Ole Miss, but they'd be excited if they got a chance to play each other. Check back with us at 10 and 11 to hear what Michigan has to say about maybe playing their rival for a chance at the Final Four. Reporting from downtown Atlanta, I'm Alec Giannakopoulos, News 8.